La la la, hey, hey, yeah, yeah.
So the Pakenham Maple Run Tour is coming April 1st, April 2nd. To chat about it right now is the co-chair with the Maple Run Studio, jewelry designer as well with Moonshadow Designs, Cat Stevens. Do you want to sing Morning is Broken? No,
no, not on air.
World, something like that, father and son. Kat, wonderful to have you here. How many years have you been doing this tour?
The tour is in its 15th year now, so
congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
it's
exceptional.
Pretty special, and it's a wonderful tour because it's a collaborative from all the artists that participate. We fund the tour. We look for local participation for hosting the tour stops, although some of the stops are in artists' homes and studios. So it's a great collaboration between the community and the artists.
Okay, so were you there in the early days as well?
No, I'm a relatively recent addition to the tour. I've only participated for about 3 years now.
Okay, so you obviously have to be in the Pakenham area. Now, is it specific to Pakenham, or do we go out a little bit out of Pakenham? How does it work?
Yeah, so we do go out a little bit out of Pakenham. We go out to the rural areas as well around Pakenham, and in fact one of our tour stops is the Cedar Hill Schoolhouse, and it is located on the way to Fulton's Pancake House.
Okay, so we see some pictures, I guess, of some of the artisans, some of the...
Yep, this is Pippa's Pots.
Yeah.
This is the Pakenham Bridge, which is unique in North America.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's a gorgeous bridge.
How many people do we have on board? 30 artists and artisans?
There's 30 artists and artisans, including some food producers as well. That's a new addition this year, yeah.
Why did we decide to add food to the...
Well, because we really wanted to give multiple experiences to our visitors. So there's something for everyone. Not only is it an art tour, but it's also a tour that highlights local heritage, local food, and in fact, it also takes place on Maple Weekend. So
Maple Weekend?
Maple
this
Weekend.
Is a thing.
It's a
All
thing,
right.
yes. So.
Wonderful. Okay, so April 1st and 2nd now. I'm just curious how this works now. Is it a self-guided tour, or do you jump in with a bunch of people in an amazing bus of fun, or like how does this work?
Well, you could do that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But it is self-guided, so you can pick up tour brochures. Great place to pick them up would be the Pakenham General Store. Which is a tour stop. We're hosting a candle maker there. But it's also, very interestingly, the oldest continuously run general store in Canada. And I was talking to the owners recently, and they said, probably in North America too.
Not the original owners, though, right?
It's not the original owners.
That would be
but it is the original building. It was built in around 1840, and it's a fantastic spot. Yeah.
Exceptional. What are the hours for this? Because I don't want to show up at an artist's house like at 11 at night, you know? Like,
it
hey,
runs from 10 to 5.
Yeah? 10 to 5?
10 to 5, and most of the artists will be happy to invite you in.
And like even if it was like 7 o'clock at night?
Probably not, because I'll be tired after the day.
Okay. You brought some of the amazing work that different artisans who were involved in this are created. Could you run us through some of this?
Sure. I couldn't bring it all. I mean, we have many talented landscape painters, so obviously their works are quite large.
Yeah.
What I have brought is a selection of the smaller items. So I have one of the necklaces that I designed, actually. It's,
oh, wow.
Yep. It's called Purple Haze. I like to name all my necklaces with something. And this
Purple
one,
Haze was by Cat Stevens, by the way.
It was not.
Jim Hendrix.
I know.
Maybe you had like a music thing going on.
I do have a music thing going on. This particular little honey pot is from a local potter who will be participating, and he specializes in using local materials in his glazes, and this is actually glazed with a type of marble called Tay marble. This particular item is a toll-painted vase from Pippa's Pots. She loves to use reclaimed items. We have a master glass blower on our tour, Chris Van Zanten, and his tour stop is a great place to go if it's a little cool that day, because he has an incredibly hot kiln, and he blows glass as a demonstration. And this is a bird feeder, so it sort of hangs up.
Oh, wow. I was going to ask you that, though. So say... Not only are you entering the artists' homes, but they're actually going to show you how they create?
Absolutely. There's demonstrations in some cases, yes, and not in all cases, because some of the weavers, for example, looms are way too big to transport. So I'm wearing a shawl from one of our weavers, and then this is a tea towel that's featured in 100% linen.
Okay.
from one of our other master weavers.
How long did it take you actually, if we go back to Purple Haze? I mean, that looks like it's pretty intricate, like there was a lot of work put into that.
Yes, it is a lot of work, and for most of our artists, we just sort of get into a groove where we lose ourselves and we forget what time it is because we're so busy creating a piece. But yes, it did take a while, and for me, a lot of the work is in the planning.
Yeah, okay.
Because I plan my pieces quite carefully, and it can take me years to find the right stones. I work with natural stones, so.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's my thing, is
That's
stones.
dedication.
Well, I just love them. There's a certain vibe with stones. So.
How long have you had Moonshadow Designs?
For about 10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah.
So obviously a labor of love.
It is a labor of love. It's everybody has a gift, and I think this is one of the things that is a gift that I offer to people who buy my pieces.
Yeah.
If they enjoy them, that makes me happy.
That's good. That's wonderful. What do we have here, by the way?
This is a fantastic local photographer who specializes in landscape photographs in and around Pakenham. So she's got a number of photographs of the Pakenham Bridge. She also does puzzles and photo books and that kind of thing. So she's participating in the tour, and she's going to be located at the studio of a very well-known, highly regarded fashion designer who operates out of Pakenham.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
You're holding something there, and it looks
I am.
like we're going to pull this out here. So what exactly do we have here?
That is a miniature quilt that's done by one of our other participants. She tells me that she doesn't have the patience to do a full-size quilt.
So like who would sleep under this, like a cat? Or?
It is a wall hanging.
Oh, okay.
But she does have some functional items as well that are small quilts as well.
That's wonderful, because even that you can tell the design just putting your hands over it. That's a lot of work.
It's an amazingly intricate and detailed piece of work, and she has been sewing for her whole life, but quilts are a fairly recent thing, and miniature quilts are her passion.
Okay.
And so it's a great gift to give to somebody if you're from away and you want to give them a little maple leaf block or something like that.
Wonderful. Okay, so mapleruntour.com.
Mapleruntour.com.
Best place to go to April 1st and 2nd. And I know Kat Stevens from Moonshadow Designs. We have Andre Rioux coming up in moments. And he's part of the wonderful food and beverages.
He is, yes. So Andre owns a brewery, Cartwright Springs Brewery, and he has been a host site for our artists for as long as he's been in operation. So he's an example of one of the craft brewers we're including.
Yeah.
We're also including a really interesting business where they roast their coffee with solar power, fluid solar roasted. So they'll be at the stop that I'm at, which is the Cedar Hill Schoolhouse.
Okay.
We have a guy that we affectionately call Honey Bill with his business
Honey Bill.
Heavenly Honey. We have a jam maker. We also have local food available at in the village of Pakenham at the general store. That's also a bakery.
We've got to stop you there, but people can simply go to mapleruntour.com.
They can.
And we'll find out more about Andre's brewery coming up next on Daytime.
Wonderful.